David had back. But Jared took care of the football. O-line blocked great. Running back, Demo and Jameer carried the ball great. That one that David had, he caught like a 5-yard pass, took it for like 40. When you have plays like that, it's like you feel like everything's working. And that's kind of the game we played. We were blocking. Laporta had a big day. Jamo, first play coming off, 70-yard touchdown. So things like that, you have big plays like that, it's hard to stop.
How many games have you had where you threw a touchdown and caught a touchdown?
It's probably my first one.
Talk me through that passing play to Jared.
It's a play that we've had in for a while. Had it in last year. I think we called it last year. And, we have a kill to a run if we don't have the right look. And I believe we caught it like 2 times. And we killed it both times and ended up running it. So this time, I'm just hoping it's the right look so we can keep it on. And, I get out there, he calls the play, I get lined up, looks at everyone, he said, we're good. I'm like, all right, here we go. So in my head, when he said that, I'm catching. Once he pitched to me, I'm throwing it no matter what. He said we're good. It's my chance to get a touchdown throw. Jared can catch one, so it worked out perfect.
When it's in the air, did you know it was complete?
I didn't, because I saw that the backer kind of peeled off and was running with him. I just hoped the ball was far enough to where he wasn't going to make a play, and it was. Jared had great late hands, too, like a receiver.
Jared, 18 for 18 in this game. Just talk me through what that means to see a quarterback have a game like that.
Yeah, I had no idea that he even went 18 for 18. So I'm after the game, I'm dapping everybody up, and I do this interview with NFL Network. I'm talking to her. She's asking me a few questions. She goes, Jared didn't put the ball on the ground. How does that feel? In my head, I'm like, yeah, I know he didn't fumble. Like, he didn't put the ball on the ground. And so after the game, I come in here and I look at my phone. It says he went 18 for 18 with zero incompletions. I look at him like, bro, you didn't have incompletions? He said, no, I didn't. I'm like, damn, I didn't even know that. He said he would have had one, but the PI kind of canceled it on the Laporta's throw. So, I've never been a part of. I think he broke, made history with going 18 for 18. So he played a great game. When you have your quarterback, a guy like him that can, command the offense, take care of the football, deliver the ball, get it to his guys, it's tough to stop us.
Final thing for me, 3-1 at the quarter mark. What's that mean to you, and what have you learned about this team?
It means a lot. You wish you could be 4-0, but we're 3-1, which is it's not too bad. But like you said, quarter mark, we have a bye week. Some time for guys to rest up that aren't as healthy as we would like them. Get back. We got a good team in Dallas when we come back. They got a bunch of playmakers on that team that can run and hit and create consternation on your offense. So we'll be ready to go. But 3-1 is pretty good for us. We just got to keep going 1 week at a time.
Last week the call was called shake and bake. What was this one called?
You guys really want to know it?
Yeah.
Alcatraz.
Who came up with that?
I think Ben Johnson did. He comes up with most of the names. But the name this week was Alcatraz, yeah.
As a receiver, how would you grade Jared Goff's route running skills?
Yeah, it was it wasn't too hard of a route. It was just like a little wheel route or late leak. I'll give him for that route, I'll give him a 7 out of 10. It wasn't too hard to do.
Do you think you've convinced him that you should be the emergency quarterback?
I think he knows that. There's no convincing that needs to be done. Yeah.
J-Mo was saying part of the reason he dunked was to obviously pay homage to Calvin, but he also said there was people in his locker room that didn't think he could dunk. Were you one of them?
I was. I love the celebration. I didn't even realize he was paying homage until after. I was like, damn, that's pretty dope, But I told him he dunked in practice, and the rim kind of, stuffed him, rejected him. Because I feel like when you dunk, your ball has to go down and not through it. So when he dunked it, he kind of threw it straight, and he fell down. I'm like, yeah, bro, you failed that dunk. But it looked cool. At least he tried it. But it was to pay homage to Calvin was dope.
You ever seen a player celebrate longer than J-Mo?
Never.
Like each celebration has like
Never. I told him, bro, next time you celebrate, he wants to get all 30 of his celebrations off after one touchdown. I'm like, bro, you're going to score again. Just get one off. The next touchdown, you do the next one. He's like, bro, I know. I just want to, I have so much stuff in my head. I'm like, bro, I already know you do. But that's J-Mo, man. We told him, though, as all the teammates, me, Demo, we're in the huddle, we're like, if you do that again and you leave us hanging and you're running around, bro, that's a fine. You're not just going to be running around. We're just going to be looking, staring at you, celebrating. So he said he's going to do better next time.
Man, I think he started high stuff for 40 years.
Yeah, I don't know. He'd probably have 3 celebrations in one.
What happened this week? The offense just exploded for 42 points. Something gelled this week.
Yeah, I think, we're capable of, doing that every week with the guys that we have on this offense. It's just a matter of us, executing, doing, being on our P's and Q's throughout the whole game. It's tough in this league sometimes. There's, other guys, defenses get paid. They're getting paid too. They're good players on the other side of the ball. But if we can, just stay honed in, do our job for the, majority of the game, I think sky's the limit for us. Like I said, we have a bunch of guys on this offense that can make plays, and you saw it today. I mean, Jameer, Demo, Sam, Jared, J-Mo, me, Tim Patrick. I mean, everyone that's touching it is making big plays. Brock Wright, the O-line. We got so many guys.
And how much, with J-Mo being here and making big plays and high-stepping at the 40-yard line makes your job easier?
A bunch. I mean, defense has now got to watch out for a guy that can run past you in 1 second. So they're playing a lot deeper. Hopefully they will start playing a lot deeper once they start. I mean, they know he's fast, but the more plays he makes, the more stress he's going to put on defenses, and he's doing a great job. I'm super excited for him, super happy for him. Happy he's on our team.
Weather indeed. It's not cold enough yet, so sleeves are gone.
So
But
you rip the sleeves off.
I came sleeveless. But yeah.
All right, talk about this win, 3-1 in the first quarter, and the message from your coach.
In the first quarter
I mean,
of the
first quarter
season.
of the season.
Oh, okay. It's good. I finally beat those guys. It was a similar game to years in the past too, but we finally. I think the difference is we got the stops that we needed at the end. For some reason we just struggled with that offense. But I think we got the stops. So. In the times that we needed them, and that's the most important part. And we're 3-1 now, and we're moving on.
How much was the emphasis in the week here about the fact that you haven't beat him in 3 weeks or 3 years?
It was a little bit, but every year you have such a new team. You can't really. I don't know. It's just different in the NFL. So it's definitely motivation, but at the end of the day, we were just. It was just another team in our way, and we got the dub.
It's such a fine line because if you lose, you're down to the Seahawks, you're down to people in the division. But if you win, you're riding high going into the bye week.
It's big. There's another NFC team we're beating, which is critical, and we're going to keep rolling.
Can you just talk about this? I mean, the Tigers are obviously in the playoffs tomorrow. You guys are 3-1. You went to the NFC title game. When you came here, Detroit sports fans pretty much had nothing to celebrate, and now they have so many different facets.
I heard the crowd go crazy when they threw the Tigers logo up there. That was fun. It's great. It's just so good for the city, and there's so much electricity. I was trying to make it to a Tigers game, but I don't know if they're home next week. So it's so much fun. It's great to be a part of right now.
How much pride do you take in being able to turn that around? Not single-handedly, of course, but just the fact that it has never been like that.
For sure. No, I take a lot of pride in it because I think it's one of those things that it's exciting. It's fun. It's great being a part of this and being part of this just really good football team. And I just know we can achieve some great things. And I can't wait to see what we can do.
As a guy who grew up in Michigan, what did Megatron mean to you, and how cool is it to build the relationship through the lines right now that you have and this team has with him?
Yeah, Megatron's been around more, and he's the greatest receiver of all time. He was so dominant. He was so fun to watch growing up. So I don't know what happened tonight. I walked out at halftime and he was speaking. So whatever happened, props to him, and cheers.
In the first 3 games, we came out, we scored a lot of points in the second half. Defense played well. We just always compliment each other.
70 yards for a touchdown, longest catch of your pro career. Talk me through that one.
It felt good. It was 0. I kind of knew as soon as I broke it was going to be there, and it was right there. And, I just had to finish. Just go open up, get to the end zone.
What's that feeling like when you're going to the house and you just see those fans waiting for you?
It feel good, it feel good. Just knowing, I kind of seen it early, after the catch, it was already there. So it felt good, the fans always turn me up, turn us up. They play a big part in our wins. They play a big part in every game, offense, defense, the special teams, so shout out to the fans.
3-1 in the first quarter now as you head to the bye. What have you learned about this team?
We always fight. We always gonna go down to the end. It was a hard game. We know we didn't win that game early, and we had to keep fighting all the way to the end. So that was the main thing.
What changed this game for this many points, for this offense to be humming?
Early, I was talking to some people on the team, and we wanted to score 40 points. So we've been short early the first 3 games. So we just got to score a lot. Get out there and just our offense. We know we can do it. We got a lot of weapons. So we just got to put it in play, man. Everybody got a piece of the pie today. So it was spreading around well, and we went out there and we outscored the other team. We won.
On your 70-yard touchdown. When did you decide to high step? You knew it was safe to high step.
I think probably about 5-10 yards after I caught it. I think I just started doing it at like the 40 or 30 around one of those.
What about the dunk? I saw Dan Campbell's like hit you in the head.
Yeah.
I thought maybe you knew why you do that, but it seemed like he approved.
Yeah, that was for Calvin. He used to do that back in the day. It's his birthday. He's getting honored a lot. So, I did that for him. And some people in the facility thought I couldn't make the dunk. So, I had to get up there and show them.
They didn't think you could really?
Yeah. I ain't gonna say no names. They ain't gonna say no names.
You had that one planned?
Yeah, for sure. I had that one planned.
Jared was a perfect 18 for 18 today. What is it like playing with him when he's in that zone and just dialed in like that?
That's great. 18 for 18. That's like Madden stats. I love that. We ran the ball well. He threw the ball well. That's how you win football games. So it's awesome playing with a quarterback who can do those type of things. Go out there and make the plays, make the throws that we need to make. He had touchdowns too. So I don't think we had no interceptions either. So I think that's a great game for our quarterback.
That's why I don't be worried about who be going down, because, we all understand, man, it takes everybody to win games in the NFL, you know what I'm saying? It's a long season. So Bijo came out there, really did his thing, man. I'm just so proud of him.
What did you see on the interception play? What was the route? What did you see? How did you know to jump that?
So I kind of, I saw DK over there to the right. I couldn't do nothing with that, so I'm just worried about everything on the left. And then I just, he threw that thing, man. I just went over there and grabbed it out there. Straight up.
What point did you know was yours?
When he threw it. He threw it right to me, you know what I'm saying? I swear, I don't know, I ain't seen the video yet, but I know I caught it with one hand. Did I catch it with one hand?
I think you got the second one.
I caught one hand, bro. I caught it with one hand, man. But, you know what I'm saying? Just all glory to God, man. I just want to give thanks to him, because without him, I wouldn't be able to do this.
How fun was it to be part of that game, the high scoring, back and forth, Monday Night Football? What was it like, just from your experience, to be part of this kind of game?
I mean, I feel like it was just everything, man. Defense, we got battles, man. I feel like it was great competition on both sides of the ball, man. But, defense, we love to be out there, man. And we just got to give it all every time. We're going to be better next couple of weeks, you know what I'm saying? We're going to learn from this game and just continue to keep getting better.
How good does it feel to get this win going into the bye week, though?
It feels great because, them boys they came here these last 3 years and really beat us. So everything just to get this win, just win for this team, this organization, for my teammates, and for the city, man, for real. Like, it's just everything, man. We came out to this game with the mentality to win, nothing less. Nothing less.
Yeah, said earlier in the week, obviously, I don't think I've ever beat them. This would be the first one, so that's not a thing, but it is. It feels good to beat them, and it feels good to come out here in prime time to have a good performance offensively. Played a lot more complete game than we played thus far this season.
You had a quarterback that went 18 for 18 tonight and caught a touchdown.
Yes. Yeah, I saw at one point he was 15 for 15, and after the game I was like, what'd you end up? He was like, I didn't throw any completion. So Graham was joking, well, that's why you took the safety, huh? But incredible. Like, when we needed him to make some big plays, he did. He was standing in there in the pocket. He just does a great job. So obviously happy for him. And that's got to be a perfect passer rating, right?
It was just under.
I don't know what a passer rating is then. I have no idea.
Officially, that was 155.8, 158.3 is perfect. I don't know what it is.
Whatever. Whatever. I have no idea. I don't know.
What does it mean, though, that when they gave you a shot, you guys just answered every time?
Yeah, historically, when we played these guys, it's kind of been a little bit of a shootout. And credit to our defense, they made plays when we needed them to. But we knew coming out of halftime that we were going to need to score a lot more points to win this game. And just credit to everybody on the offense for continuing to execute and not pressing and not trying to do anything outside of their job, just trying to do their job, because that's plenty. That's all we need.
Final thing for me, what's it mean to be 3-1 in the first quarter?
Huge. And this bye week's coming at a good time, I think, for us. Usually early bye is kind of weird, but I think for us it's going to come at a good time, and we're feeling good about the way we're trending as a football team. We'll continue to get better and hopefully get healthy.
How would you assess the performance of the group up front without Frank, and how did Coyote do at left guard?
I can't say enough good things about Yodi. I've played a good amount of games next to him. I got to play the NFC Championship game next to him. And he's a guy that's always going to be ready, and he's a guy who knows that the expectations and the standards are going to stay the same when he's in there. So he does a great job. He doesn't bat an eye, and his demeanor's great when he's in there. Very confident player, so really happy for him. And he played really well. He communicates well. So he's an asset for us.
You guys have set such a high standard on offense the past 2.5 years. Maybe weren't quite up to it in 3 games.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that. We hadn't played a complete game as an offense. We showed spurts in the first 3 games, and we knew we needed to come out here and play a complete game to be able to win this football game. So, I think we got a little bit better today. So hopefully we can go into the bye week, assess some things through the first 4 games, and then continue to move forward and get better.
Which is interesting because you weren't a complete line without Frank Ragnow to have such a great game and the running game do what it did.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just a credit to everybody in our room, and they know that the expectations and the standards are going to be the same. Of course, it hurts to lose Frank. He's the best center in football, so that one hurts. But hopefully, going into this bye, we'll be able to get him healthy, get him back out there. But we know history has told us, so we're going to have to shuffle up the line, and other guys are going to have to play, and we're still expected to do it.
Season, and we don't need to be peaking right now. We just need to continue getting better every week, and continue getting better every week, and that's the most important thing. As long as we continue getting 1% better each day and each week, we're going to be fine.
We know this isn't your first week back. You've been back for a few weeks now after missing 2 seasons. To contribute this way in a victory, what does it mean for you personally?
It feels good, man. I know what I'm capable of, and I'm just going to keep taking one day at a time and be thankful for this opportunity because they didn't have to sign me, but they did, and they're giving me an opportunity, so I'm going to make sure I make the best of it.
Appreciate you.
Yep.
What's it feel like when this offense is clicking on all cylinders like it was tonight?
It's an amazing feeling. We put up 40 points, I think. It's a good feeling. I don't know the last time I've been a part of a 40-point scoring game, so it was a blessing, and it just shows we just have so many weapons out there. We got 2 number 1 receivers, we got 2 number 1 tight ends, we got 2 number 1 running backs, and when everybody's on point, man, we're hard to stop.
What helped lead to this? How's your chemistry going with golf through the last couple of weeks?
It's going, man. Obviously it's not perfect, but we're learning each other each and every day, man, and that's why we practice, man. We practice until we get it right, and when we do get it right towards when it's time to really go, it's going to be beautiful.
What's it mean to you personally, with everything you've been through, to be able to come on a team very quickly, be a star in your role, and help a unit that puts up 42 on Monday Night Football?
It's amazing, man. It's kind of just my story in the whole, man. It's always starting at the bottom, and I just got to work my way to the top, and I'm just going to keep doing that.